to the last episode of the Jazz Transcription Clinic for 2025. It's been a while since our last show and video, but we are happy to record this one. Also because I'm following a request of one of my customers who purchased some transcriptions on my website. And so shout out to Christoph Kluren, I hope I have pronounced his name well enough, who requested a transcription of the Wynton Kelly solo on Someday My Prince Will Come from the homonymous album by Miles Davis. And the solo is another one of those incredible gems from Wynton Kelly, with a lot of swing, a lot of bebop lines that you can have a lot of fun learning. Those lines is just one and a half chorus of the solo, and I'm not entirely sure whether they cut off the second part of the second chorus and they cut the head out which is probably what I think happened in post-production, because it's quite unusual to have one and a half chorus, given that the piece is in 3/4, the tempo is medium, so it wouldn't have made a huge difference to add the last 16 bars of the chorus. Anyway, very, very quickly, a couple of notes on this solo. There are lots of instances where Wynton Kelly repeats the same idea or generates lines that have the same shape or the same color, the same nature in the creation and in the setup of that line. One of the first that you can appreciate is here when there's the 2/5 into B flat major, C minor, F7, and he starts this line on the 9th, and then it goes into this arpeggio, which is an F dominant altered. So there is the sharp 5 or flat 13, if you like, sharp 9, flat 9, or also you can think that this is Wynton Kelly thinking on the tritone substitution, which would be B7, leading dominant, etc., etc. But the interesting point is that right after 4 bars, or actually 2 bars, you can see basically almost the same line repeated. So the first one is this one, right? And then right after 2 bars, right? So you can appreciate that very often the mind of a jazz player work in a way that the skeleton of a line is always there, and the ability of the player is to actually get a different line or a different sounding line by adding or removing some notes, getting to the line from a different point, or landing in a different way. For example, the landing point is F on D minor, and approaching with this enclosure, G flat, E natural into F, but the first time goes up an octave to F and stops there. Second time keeps going on the line with an actual B flat major arpeggio over D minor, which makes sense because this is a 2/5 into B flat major. So lots of swing, lots of rhythm variety again, and the fact that there is this deceptive cadence here is fantastic. D7, which should lead into G minor but goes to E flat major, which is in comparison referring to D7, it would be the 6th, because D7 is the dominant of G minor, so E flat would be the 6th, and 5 to 6 is a very well-known deceptive cadence. And Wynton Kelly is well aware of that, and in fact on E flat he plays an E flat major triad, right? Going to the flat 9 of the G7 sharp 5 chord, and when it happens again, here it plays something different, landing on the sharp 4 of this chord. Brilliant idea. But here it happens again and again. It produces, you can see appearing the F sharp, and here it arpeggiates the whole E flat major 7 chord. So a solid solo on simple chord progression, with some ideas that are repeated or similar ideas repeated. Listen to this and listen to this, right? You can hear that the gems, the seeds of those lines are the same and coming from the same studies, practices, licks, or whatever you like to call them. So I'll leave you with the whole solo, and I wish you a very wonderful end of 2025. See you all in 2026. Bye.